Welcome, everyone, to the home of the war chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, a place simply known to some as the Doak. The Demon Deacons will kick it off to get us underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Seminoles offense takes the field. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
He wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Scanning the field, it's Glenn. Buying some time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Tight ends are supposed to be the quarterback's security blanket, especially down here in the red zone. And that time, he just dropped it.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He finds his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, no!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Wake Forest offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
Yeah, I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to throw, it's Gilliam. It's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. And that pass intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows me. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Catch in the middle. It's McCoy. Tackled, but he has a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He's back to throw on second down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Let's go. Give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Looking to throw, it's Gilliam. Snags it over the middle. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And the Demon Deacons are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Using the quick game. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Demon Deacons will have it first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Line gets set. First down. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see.
Fires toward the end zone. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. So now on comes the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
A 10-yard loss on the play.
Dealing with a 2nd and 10 from the 20. To the air, it's Glenn. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Noles line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, it's Mays. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Demon Deacons want to move quickly. DB's right up on the receivers. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Fields. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Got it behind the line. It's Mays. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Power football with the run. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. To throw, it's Glenn. He's got an open man.
That's a really good-looking throw there. I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to...
Lets it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach speaking.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's got his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Seminoles have moved it inside the 20. On second down, they'll take to the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To come to the line, hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. Looking for a man. It's Gilliam. Quickly complete. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Motion from the offense. They'll go back to the ground. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Demon Deacons will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And the Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Looking for space. It's Claiborne. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Gilliam. Oh, he makes the catch. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Wide out in motion. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counter? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. Direct snap. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
From the gun, running back on the move.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Looking to pass. It's Glenn. Get it out on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Got his man quickly.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And it's picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. They're trying to get to it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Dropping back, it's Gilliam. Makes his connection. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Touchdown, no! And the beatdown has ensued. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. New Mexico is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside University Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to New Mexico State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw. It's Gilliam. Complete. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mays. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Finds his big tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, there's the ball. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Takes the handoff. It's Lucas. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They go to the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The back goes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Finds his man down the middle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the Noles get it past the sticks.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that can happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Gilliam. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Offense set on 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Lucas. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! And the pummeling has started. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Gilliam. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation.